Oh, hey there. Do you want to come open some comic books with me? Welcome back to the Omnibuds Cafe. I'm having some ginger tea here because I had the biggest Chipotle burrito that I've ever had in my life. I got what I'm calling my comic book fall haul, probably my last big haul of the year, and I'm really excited to share some of it with you. So let's open them up. Oh, and if you want a Omnibuds mug like this, check the link down in the description. I'll put it right down here. We got mugs, t-shirts, sweatshirts, bunch of cool stuff. So, I got, what do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got like 7 packages here. This is in an Amazon Prime thing. I did not order this from Amazon Prime. I rarely order from Amazon. This was actually an eBay order, which I also rarely order from. But it was something that is terribly out of print, and I really wanted, and I found it on eBay. So let's crack her open here. Safely. Always cut away from yourself. All right, and the eBay seller did, so they used a bubble package, which not the greatest, but they did kind of surround it in cardboard, and it is a history of violence. This is rebranded as a Vertigo title on its reprint, but it was originally some other subsidiary of DC. But this is by John Wagner, art by Vince Locke. There was a movie of this. I'll put it right up here, starring Viggo Mortensen, and I saw that movie. I've seen it many, many times. Absolutely love that movie. And originally did not know that it was based on a comic book, but I finally got this. I'll show you some of the art. This is in black and white, but it looks really cool. I understand that the story itself is quite a bit different than what's in the movie, but I'm really excited about this. Let me know down in the comments if you've read History of Violence. I'll probably read it here pretty soon and do a review. It's my second, same exact story. This was another book that's super out of print. Couldn't find it anywhere, so I went to eBay, where I rarely buy books. This one was not packaged terribly well at all, just in a cardboard mailer thing. But similar to A History of Violence, this is a DC, not Vertigo, what is it called? So it's Road to Perdition, another original graphic novel that was turned into a movie. This one starring Tom Hanks. I'll put a little picture of it up here. You've probably seen it. It's a fantastic movie, but based on this book here. I'll have to take this sticker off, which I think I'll get off pretty well. So this came out originally in, I don't know, but it was published by Paradox Press, which is a imprint to DC, such as A History of Violence was. History of Violence, though, did have a reprint. It's had a couple, actually, so they did rebrand it as a Vertigo. I don't think Road to Perdition has had a reprint recently, and it really should. Really excited to read these. These are they're same size. They're kind of like regular novel trade paperback size. I don't think either of them have a hardcover release at all. What I'll probably do is protect these with some contact paper. I do that for some of my, I don't know, I think you can see them. I got some regular paperback novels, and I'll put some contact paper on them to protect them. But yeah, History of Violence and Road to Perdition, 2 original graphic novels that spawned films. I'm really excited to get into. What have we next? This one's in an Amazon box, and it did come from Amazon because I had an Amazon gift card. So sometimes you got to do it, and you can hear there's no packaging protection in there. Yeah, just loosen this box as easy as can be. It is, this is the 30th anniversary deluxe edition of V is for Vendetta. I've never read this story. I'm a huge Watchmen fan. It's one of my favorite things of all time. And this has always been on my radar, something I knew I had to own and wanted to read. So 30th anniversary edition with this kind of foil-like cover. You can see my cheap-ass ring light back there. That's the high-quality production that the cafe provides. But yeah, really excited to read this. Remember the 5th of November. I think that's actually today. 17 plus. I don't know if I can read this. Really excited to park this on the shelf right next to Watchmen and read this. Since we did History of Violence and Road to Perdition, another comic book that spawned a movie. That's not the theme of this video in the least. What else have we got? Ooh, let's get into this one. This one's really fun. So this one comes from a company called Part-Time Comics. I'll put them right down here because you have to check them out. John Westhoff, member of the cafe. That is his publishing company, and he's got a book out called... Where do I put this cardboard? I'll just throw it on the floor. He's got a book out called... Where is it? This is where everyone stops watching. Drumsticks of Doom. I don't know how I forgot. Drumsticks of Doom, trade paperback. I reviewed it. I'll put that up here too with the magic of editing. Really cool, independent book. And it was the first 4 issues, I think, John. Correct me if I'm wrong. Well, the next story is out, and I think it's 3 or 4 issues long. So I backed it on Kickstarter. And there are 3 issues, and they come with this protective... I don't know. What is this called? Protective perforated cover. Removal instructions on the back. Okay. So it's got like a cover around the comic. Here's the cover. Most of the art is done by a gentleman named Dan Doherty. And he did this cover here as well. Color covers. Black and white interiors. Really cool black and white art. Absolutely loved it. Like I said, I think I reviewed this a few months back, the first part of this story, so I'm really excited to get into this. So this is issue number 1 of kind of the follow-up story. And I think the Kickstarter was for issue number 3. And I chose the tier where you could get issue 3, 2, and 1. So here is the cover for issue 2. And here, my desk is a mess. You can't see it, but it's disgusting. Issue number 3 for Drumsticks of Doom. Really excited to read these. My understanding in talking to John is that I think there's 3 or 4 in the second half of this story, and they want to put that into a trade paperback. And then I think there's one more part of the story that they'll do 3 or 4 issues of, which will be a 3rd trade paperback. And if everything works out, I think they want to put out a hardcover, which I'll buy in a heartbeat. Let's see. Here's the trade paperback for Drumsticks of Doom, number 1 through 4. And real quick, it's when Black Sabbath, not the Beatles, become the world's most famous band, the universe was changed musically and otherwise. So kind of like a alternate history where Black Sabbath is the biggest band in the world, and the world is quite a bit different. There's demons, monsters, Roman. Really cool. If you're into heavy metal, you got to check this out. What is next? Ooh, we got a big box. This is, believe it or not, another Amazon box, not from Amazon. I think, where is this one from? Oh, I bought this from Angel, who is in the cafe. Let's see here. I don't remember what I got from Angel, but let's find out. By the way, if you are tuning in and you don't know what I'm talking about when I say the cafe, we are called Omnibuses Cafe. We are a Facebook group. Collected edition comic books. Nerds, geeks, dorks, all that stuff. Finally, we've got some awesome packaging, just enough bubble wrap for me to ship out 4 more books to someone else. I know what this is. I'm really excited. Really awesome packaging. If you are ever curious of buying from Angel, please do so. This is so well packaged that I don't know how to even get into it. And I'm excited to tell the story of why I bought this. Man, there's a lot of tape here. Angel, you need to work for Amazon. Hope you can hear all this tape and all this bubble wrap, and you're not tuning out because some idiot's trying to open a package. Oh, there we go. Nope, there's a whole nother layer. All right, I'm gonna get crazy. I'm just gonna try not to slice into the cover of this book. Another layer. All right, so Animal Man by Grant Morrison. So if you know me, you know I'm admittedly not a huge DC guy outside of Batman. Just never, as a child, never read a lot of DC. But big fan of Alan Moore, and my best friend has been trying to pitch me Alan Moore's Swamp Thing for years, and he finally won me over. I will probably hold out for an omnibus of it because I think I believe in 2026 we're going to get a Swamp Thing by Alan Moore omnibus, maybe two. And I was talking to someone, and they're like, okay, if you are going to get into Swamp Thing, you need to read Grant Morrison's Animal Man as well, because there's some crossover. I think Animal Man shows up in Swamp Thing. And then they said, you also probably need to check out John Constantine, of the same era, I think by Ennis, probably. So, but I saw this for $40 on the cafe used, and you can't pass up a $40 omnibus. And I love Grant Morrison, his new X-Men, which I reread, third or fourth time recently, and I did a review on it. I'll put that up here. Absolutely love his X-Men. I wish he stayed on for, years longer. And then his Batman, which is, I'm pointing at, you can't see it. I loved his Batman. So really excited to get into some more Grant Morrison. I think we're on the last package. That makes me a little bit sad. This one is from the cafe, used purchase, and packaged really well. There's no shaking inside this box. This one came from Adam. So, Adam, I really appreciate the awesome packaging. Oh, check this out. All right. I remember I'd been hunting for these for a while. Out of print, I think there's a compendium of these. I stumbled across the show. I think it's on Netflix, having not heard anything about it. And it is called, hold on, sorry. Jeez. I'll just grab volume. I got all 3 volumes of Sweet Tooth by Jeff Lemire. So wife and I stumbled upon Sweet Tooth, the show on Netflix, which I think ran for 3 seasons, and we really enjoyed it. And I found out later that it was based on the Jeff Lemire book. Now, I've not read any Jeff Lemire creator-owned stuff. People love Jeff Lemire too, so I need to check out more of his stuff. But I didn't love any of his Marvel stuff. I think he did a short stint on X-Men before Hickman took over. Just didn't really love any of it, but I haven't given any of his stuff a shot. So been on the hunt for these for a while. These are the Vertigo oversized hardcovers, which you can see I've got, some of them down here, Scalped, which I'm reading right now, DMZ, Y, The Last Man. And if you know anything about collected editions, you know that the Vertigo OHCs are premium. Absolutely the best way to collect anything. So this is the full story as I understand it, but sounds like there was a follow-up. And Adam, who I bought these from, threw in the trade paperback called Sweet Tooth, The Return. This was not part of the deal. I kind of forgot it existed. And I imagine he forgot that when he was selling it and thought, well, if I'm getting rid of the entire story, why keep this? So that was really cool of him to include that, and for absolutely free. So I'm excited to add all of this to the collection and read it. I'm probably going to go with A History of Violence first. Like I said, I'm reading Scalped right now. And then I think on the reading slash review list is New Avengers by Bendis, which just got a reprint. And then I'll get into History of Violence. Really excited. This will be a good travel for work book. It's small, 300 some pages, but it's got fantastic reviews. And I need to watch the movie again. Same thing with Road to Perdition, which I'm super excited to own this. There was a follow up to this. This was written by Max Collins, art by Richard Piers Rayner. And Max Collins came back and wrote at least one sequel, maybe two. Haven't heard anything about it. If I really enjoy this, maybe I'll seek it out. Maybe I won't. I don't really know. Super excited to add some Grant Morrison to the collection. I think his writing's awesome. This is supposed to be some like classic Grant Morrison where it's just weird, but reads really well. I don't know anything about Animal Man. Let's see here. Buddy Baker is a superhero, a man with animal powers, but in today's world, who really needs an animal man's protection? Is it mankind or the animals, or is it Buddy himself? This sounds really cool. I'm excited. And if we don't get a Swamp Thing by Alan Moore omnibus announced pretty soon, I don't have any absolutes. I just don't. I fear absolutes. Like if I get one, I'll have to get all of them. Like our buddy Jake over at Brave and the Boys. Check out his channel. I'll link it right here. He's got every absolute, and I'm nervous that if I get one, I'll have to get them all. But also those were recolored, and I have not been super fond of a lot of recolors. I just sold Thor by Walt Simonson because I thought there were some really good stories and then some okay stories. And I'll probably buy it again if they print it with the original colors. But I think 80s art with updated color is just bad. Bad move, bad taste. Don't love it. And then, last one, V for Vendetta. Remember the 5th of November. That is today. Did not plan that, but excited to read this. I guess what I was saying is I probably won't get the absolute editions of Swamp Thing ever, but if they don't release omnibus soon, my buddy's got the trade paperback set. I might borrow that from him, or I might just go buy it. I'm not anti-trade paperback in the least. But that was my fall haul. I hope you liked it. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of any of these titles, if you have them, or if there's something you're looking for. Check us out on Instagram. You're watching us right now on YouTube, and join the Facebook group. Used books for fantastic price. $40 for this omnibus. This is $100 new. I think generally it's going to go for $60 on the used market, but I got it for 40. How can you pass that up? And then I don't remember what I got Sweet Tooth Force 1, 2, and 3, but they were $30 brand new, so $90 total. I think I offered them $90. So not a bad deal at all. And don't be shy. Don't be afraid of eBay. If you can't find something, and you really want it, get out there and get it. Road to Perdition and History of Violence. Super excited to add these to the collection. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button if you like this content. We really like putting this content out there. I really love talking about comic books. Could do it all day. And I like talking about comic books and collected editions with you guys. So hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.
Hey, Omnibuds! Be sure to check out the Omnibuds Cafe and merchandise store where you can buy mugs, t-shirts, stickers. We're using earnings to buy equipment for YouTube and to fund more giveaways. Who doesn't like giveaways? So click the link in the description and start shopping.